Now that we've gathered all materials, let's continue to step 2. For step 2, you will need a pencil and 5 foam sheets. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Feel free to choose whatever colors you want. I just happen to choose different colors for each shape. We are going to use the pencil to draw a shape on each page. So let's remember from the material that we reviewed earlier to select developmentally appropriate shapes for kindergartners according to these standards. So the shapes that were identified were square, triangle, circle, rectangle, and hexagon. So I'm going to grab one sheet and draw a shape on each. So start with the rectangle. Too long sides, too short. It's obviously not the best kind. It would be better to use scissors, to use a ruler if you can, or anything straight. Circle. 1, 2, 3. There's our triangle. And also remember that we will be cutting out these shapes, so we want to put them in the middle of the page because these sides will be binded together eventually. So I have the rectangle, circle, and a triangle. We're missing a square. 1, 2, 3, 4, and there's my square. A hexagon, so that's 6 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. After you've drawn a shape on each of the 5 pages, you can continue on to step number 3. For step 3, we will need the 5 sheets, foam sheets that we use to draw different shapes, and a pair of scissors. So we are going to now cut out the shapes on each of the 5 foam sheets. I'll start with the circle. Usually what I do is just cut in the middle like that just to get a hole. And time to just make it however you want. The goal is just that, to cut out the shape in the middle. So it'll look something like this for each. This is the circle, and we're going to continue that with each one. So rectangle, once again, just cut a little slit in the middle. Use your scissors, go through and cut the shape out. Rectangle, circle, my hexagon. It has 6 sides, so let's see. Again, I started with a slit in the middle to get our scissors in there. And go around and cut on the lines.
Finding the box, Ruth. Finding the box.
So hexagon, 2 more shapes. Okay. My square, and 1 more, my triangle. So, start the same way. Here's my triangle. So now you should have 5 different pages with each with a different shape in the middle. So you have a circle, rectangle, hexagon, square, and triangle. After you have cut out your shapes, you can continue on to the next step. So now you have 5 foam sheets with shapes cut out in the middle. Decide what textures you are going to use and cut the textures to fit behind each shape. You're going to need scissors and 5 materials of different textures. So I just looked around and I found this paper. See, it has bumpy ridges. I can use this for my bumpy texture. So now I'll grab 1 sheet and use it, put the sheet, material of texture behind the shape. So that's how it will show through, and see if you need to cut anything. So as you can see, it's a little bit big in the back. I will just cut out some of the excess. Put it aside. I found some fuzzy fabric, and I will just make sure that it goes behind, say, my circle. Like that, and I don't think I need to cut anything out for this one, but we could continue the process for each one. Now for my square, I have a piece of sparkly paper, and it is rough. So this will be my rough texture. See, I'm going to place it behind my square. It looks like it fits well, so you can see. I don't think I need to cut anything off for that one, so that's 3. So now I just found this piece of fabric. It's soft, so I will use this as a soft texture. And here is my hexagon. So again, I can put it behind here, and it will show through the hexagon. So again, I don't think I need to cut anything off. And I have a sheet of aluminum foil. So I have my rectangle left, and it uses a shiny texture. You can also shiny, but as you can see, it is way too big. So you can either use scissors or just rip this one off since it is easy. sometimes children like to use this one for crinkly texture, and it's shiny. Sometimes a lot of these double up as other ones, but as you can see, I would put it behind my rectangle, and if I flip it over, it will show right through. After you have assigned and cut out your textures, you can continue on to the next step. Step 5, you will need some non-toxic craft glue, your 5 sheets, and then you are going to need 5 additional sheets. So, as you see here, I have all 5 of them laid out. I will need 5 more to place behind them. So, for example, I have my rectangle. I'm going to need another foam sheet to place behind it so that we can make one page. We're going to use the glue to attach it together. So let's begin with the rectangle. Sometimes I find it easier to grab this one with the sheet already cut out, with the shape already cut out, and your texture, and then place some glue around the shape. And as we reviewed earlier, with safety standards, we want to make sure that everything is firmly attached so that the children between 0 to 5 years of age will not put it in their mouth or be harmful for them. So we want to make sure we use appropriate glue, non-toxic, and make sure that all the materials that we use are firmly attached. So let's make sure we do that. So I had placed the glue, now I am attaching the I find that some techniques work better for you, but I like to glue the textured fabric first and then the second page because it ensures that it stays together and that the textured fabric doesn't come off as easily. Sometimes children like to grab the fabric and pull it and try pulling it out, so it just makes it so that it is more securely attached. Alright. So we can wipe off any excess glue. This one will be a little bit more difficult since it is a thicker fabric, but once again, let's continue with our process. Let's go around. We want to make sure we have enough glue so that it is firmly attached. Let's put some more over here. So that is going on. Let's continue on with this one. You're gonna have to push hard. materials that are a little bit thicker than others, we want to take the extra time to just make sure that it is really securely on. Okay. There is, I'm wiping off the excess glue, but once it is dry, this will be my fuzzy circle. And one more. My bumpy triangle. Same procedure. At the end of this step, you should have 5 different pages. So let's review. I have my fuzzy circle, my rough square, my smooth hexagon, sparkly rectangle, and my bumpy triangle. Once you are done, make sure to let them place them and make sure that they are aligned correctly.